Hello, hello. I just want to make sure that volume is good. A little bit of a different setup. We're just gonna roll. Okay, we should be good on volume. Skip this. Yeah. Happy Cancer full moon, everyone. So before we get into this, I'm gonna apologize for my voice as we go through this. Fingers crossed. I will be able to make it to the end. For those of you who don't know, I ended up getting sick with the virus in, um, the virus right after Christmas, and then also have a bacteria infection. So I've been dealing with a really bad sore throat for a while, and on antibiotics, working to get it better, but it's been a process. So all I'm asking for is a little bit of excuse how I sound. And let's just hop into what is happening with this Cancer full moon and this energy. I know, January 11th was a really big day. I believe as the nodes change. And today we have the Cancer full moon, and it officially went full around 5:26, 27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So like about an hour ago. And so the full moon in Cancer on January 13th is a deeply emotional and transformative moment, heightened by its conjunction with Mars retrograde. This alignment brings intense emotions to the surface, asking us to confront irritation, anger, and unresolved feelings that may be clogging our emotional and physical well-being. Vulnerability may feel amplified right now, and tension or discomfort is likely to arise. But these feelings are messengers, guiding us to meet our needs with greater care and intention. So basically, allow yourself to look introspectively as you're seeing what comes up. And we're going to do this in one of the questions below. So I got you. This lunation encourages us to release outdated patterns and behaviors that drain our energy. It's a powerful time to reflect on how we nurture ourselves, establish emotional boundaries, and show up in our relationships and daily lives. Time for reparenting. Providing yourself with the love and care you need is a key theme, as is focusing on comfort, security, and self-care practices. By staying hydrated, well nourished, and grounded, you can soothe both physical and emotional inflammation. So, really, a time to take care of yourself, right? Self-care, that type of stuff. And ultimately, this full moon offers a profound opportunity for growth and healing. Allow yourself to let go of what no longer serves you, embrace new ways of thinking and being, and trust in your ability to navigate life with strength and clarity. This is a moment to clear space for breakthroughs, soothe emotional tension, and align with your true needs. So that was a lot that I just shared with you all. Hopefully that gives you clarity. Hello, hello, Liz. Hopefully that gives you clarity on why you may have been feeling how you've been feeling recently, especially any irritation or anger that is coming to the surface. Um, there was something I wanted to share on this about me personally, and I don't know what it is. It was in my mind as I was writing up the moon ritual, and it's poof. So if it comes back, I will give you guys more insight. Yeah, I'm like trying to think of it and it's just not coming through. So let's move into clearing our energy and clearing the energy of our space. I'm going to read to you something that I wrote as we cleanse. And yeah, I'm going to use, what am I going to use? I'm trying to not burn my nails. And everything I have is a little too short. We're going to use the new sage. So we can get away with this Palo Santo. I think this will work. Oh, no, burnt my nail. Okay. We're going to start with cleansing our own energy. I don't fully have a ton of smoke, but it's okay. You guys will use what you need to use. All I ask is that as you clear your own energy, that you get the palms of your hands as well as the bottoms of your feet. So I release all energy that no longer serves me. I create space for peace, clarity, and renewal under this Cancer full moon. I clear away all stagnant energy, frustration, and tension. I release anger, irritation, and anything that clogs my emotional or physical energy. I welcome in new beginnings, love, and clarity. I am cleansed. I am lighter. I am free. All is well. I allow life to flow easily. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now we're going to get into cleansing the energy of this room. You are welcome to get up and walk around. I'm going to stay seated just so I can stay on camera. I cleanse the space of all heavy energy. I welcome peace, love, and protection to fill this home. I ask the energy of the four elements, air, fire, water, and earth, to fill the room and surround me. I ask the space to support me in this ritual. I am open, safe, supported, and loved in this space. I am allowed to be fully honest with myself in this space. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Sorry, I'm trying to clean my hands a little bit. Okay. We are going to move into the questions portion of this, and I feel like I'm moving really fast. I'm like trying to see if anybody else is in the chat. So looks like everybody is up to date and here, a little quiet, which is all good. Okay, so our first question, I'm actually excited about these questions. They might be a little introspective, but that's what we're here for. As always, only go as in depth as you're willing to go in this moment. I know there's a lot going on. I know life feels very heavy right now, and life has been changed drastically, especially for a lot of people in LA. Love and prayers to everybody out there. So go at the pace that you're willing to go to. You don't need to find all the answers at once all the time. Anything you're supposed to know will be revealed to you over time. So I share that in the sense of sharing this first question, which I'm throwing in the chat right now. And it is going to be, what emotions or patterns have been surfacing recently? And how can I create space to release them constructively? So let's explore this question for maybe like 3 minutes or so. And we'll just see how it feels. Let me get my sound set up real quick. Sorry, guys. Let me go on do not disturb mode so nobody texts me. Okay. I'm gonna say the question again. What emotions or patterns have been surfacing recently, and how can I create space to release them constructively? Let's start journaling. Let's start exploring. Hopefully that was enough time. If you need a few more minutes, please keep on writing. If you're watching this on the replay, please feel free to hit pause and um, keep on writing as well. Art B, hello, hello. I hope you're okay. I don't know if you're in Cali. I figured with this question, I will share one of my answers with you guys. And I don't know. My goal in sharing is always just to like help us all understand like we all experience similar things in different ways and like we can all connect on different ways. But for me, one pattern that has resurfaced is getting sick when I feel motivated to move forward in life. And I know sometimes it's like, oh, like we can't help when we get sick. And I just don't know. Like sometimes I do think like before I got sick, I was pushing myself and I know I was a little bit run down. So like I'm not surprised that I did get sick. Um, but at the same time, it's like definitely a pattern in my life of if I push too far, if I do something, I will physically feel it, if that makes sense. Um, And I actually don't have an answer for myself. Like the second part of this question of like, how can I create a space to release them constructively? Like, I'm realizing it's definitely a frustrating feeling that I have for me. Um, and I just have more questions as to like, how is this serving me? You know, like, what is the purpose of this? Am I creating my own sicknesses? If I am, like, why? Am I scared of how far I'll go? Am I purposely limiting myself? Like, how can I release this pattern? What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to send Reiki to myself. So you can utilize Reiki to help heal emotional things and like the physical body. So I'm going to utilize Reiki energy to like help with this. Um, but yeah, this question for me literally sparked 10 times more questions. So if you find yourself experiencing something similar, by all means, allow yourself to explore it. Um, And yeah, like I'm trying to push through. I went to the gym the last 2 days. And like the other question is like, how do I show up when my body doesn't feel like it can? Like, what other ways can I show up? So I just want to show you examples of me exploring my own self and just encourage you to explore whatever comes up. Like sometimes we don't have the answers and it's really okay. So on that note, all these questions are like kind of similar, but slightly different. But what habits, relationships, or beliefs are draining my energy? And how can I release them to create space for growth? And so I just want you to think of the stuff that really dials you down. It's not serving you. And with this, let's take 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I don't want you to like dive too deep into this one. If you'd like a few more minutes, please keep on writing. If you're watching it on the replay, feel free to hit pause. But hopefully that was helpful for you. Yay, Artby, I'm glad you are enjoying the music. That makes me happy. For me, I will definitely say scrolling Instagram and any social media is like literally the biggest energy drainer for me of all time. And there are times I contemplate about deleting Instagram off my phone. However, I talk to a lot of friends via Instagram. And so it's like instead of sending text messages, like we're talking in Instagram messages. So I like don't want to get rid of that off of my phone. Um, and I have a limit set where like only an hour a day on Instagram, but sometimes when I hit the limit, I'll like still push through. So I'm aware. That's all I got. I'm aware. But hopefully you guys recognize some habits or relationships or beliefs that are draining you and have figured out ways to transform them or like new habits to create or better boundaries to create in these relationships. We're going to talk about boundaries later. So if you haven't thought of that, no worries. And any beliefs that are really holding you back. Um, music is like Ellie Star mixtapes or the orb on your welcome, Tom. Welcome, welcome. You're not too late. We're only on question 3. So glad you're here to join us. Okay. So that's just me sharing of what's been draining me. Also, I'm like addicted to keeping tabs on what's happening in LA because I do have family out there and I just can't imagine. Like my heart is definitely broken and I feel so, so, so bad for everybody. And just sending like all the love, all the prayers. It's devastating. So that's like what most of my Instagram feed has been. And of course, like being in that state doesn't always help us emotionally or energetically. So just be cognizant and be aware is my only piece of advice when it comes to social media, which we should be in general. Okay, let's move on to our next question. Art B, you live in Los Angeles. I thought you did. Are you good? Are you okay? Like, I hope you're doing fine. I'm gonna have us go to the third question and then I'll see your answer hopefully in a minute. Okay. So our third question is going to be, how can I better nurture myself physically, emotionally, or spiritually? And what specific steps can I take to provide the care I need? I want to also zoom out a little bit on this question because I really want to think of it like you could do this either way, and I may not do it the way I'm about to suggest, but I do want to say it in case I want to do it in case like somebody is willing to go into this depth. Like when you went to question 1, you were thinking about the emotions or patterns, right? I want you to think of like from childhood, which ways do you wish that your parents, like instances that you wish your parents handled differently, like reparenting yourself. So you can allow this question to literally be a way of like, how can I better, like in a sense, like parent myself? Like, how can I give myself something that I didn't receive when I was younger? And you could do it that way. So like it can either be how can I better myself, like physically, emotionally, spiritually, and what specific steps can I take to provide that the care I need? It can be like you in this present moment, current moment, but you can also think about the childhood version of you and um the way in which you wish you did something and like help heal that childhood wound. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that's clear. But yeah, let's take 3 minutes for this one. And I hope that was clear. If you'd like a few more minutes with that question, please keep on writing. And if you're ready to move on, we're here. For me, I'll share this with you guys. It's literally the same thing. If you've been doing the moon rituals with me over and over again, you hear me say the same thing that I need to do for myself. So for myself, how can I better nurture myself? Literally eating more food, being more consistent at the gym. So for me, like these practical steps look like meal planning. It's like getting better at like meal prepping and figuring those things out, really sticking to a 4-day gym workout plan, doing yoga on my days off, and making more like making more of a commitment to writing to express whatever I need to express and meditating every single day. So those are my like real practical things. And I just need to put them in my schedule, literally. Like for me, it's like meal prepping on a Sunday, maybe even a Saturday, maybe meal prepping midweek. I oftentimes like to go grocery shopping when people aren't really at the grocery store. So it's like just finding ways to fit things into my schedule. And then also like having flexibility for me, it's a 4-day gym workout, but the 4 days can be any 4 days, right? So like if I went Saturday, Sunday, I'm off Monday, then I might go Tuesday, I'll go Tuesday, Wednesday, be off Friday, and then go the next 2 days, right? So it's like, it doesn't have to be every Monday, Tuesday. It can have fluidity. And I just want to share that with you in case if you're somebody who struggles at building a consistent practice in your life, figuring out what motivates you and encourages you and gets you to like do something and that you can actually commit to is the best advice I have. So yeah. And then sorry, the other piece of that is like really allowing flexibility and fluidity to be there. I don't like having absolute commitments. Like I like being able to change my mind. So that works and helps me. Like I said, only sharing just in case it's helpful for somebody who's struggling. Okay, so we're going to move on to our next question from Art B. Okay, good. Just parks closed. Okay, I'm glad you're good. Um, all right, so our next question is going to be, what boundaries do I need to set or strengthen to protect my energy and align with my highest self? So I smile as I think of this because I think about myself. I need to set boundaries with myself. Okay, with myself, my behaviors, my actions, true boundaries on how much I allow myself to sit around and rest and consume content versus taking action. And yeah, I'm still not feeling 100%. So it's like boarding that line of like pushing yourself too much, pushing yourself enough, etc. So when I say boundaries, I don't want you to just think about boundaries between other people. I do want you to think about boundaries that you have within yourself for yourself. So we're gonna take like around 2 minutes to and change for this question. Let me just find us a song. Okay, here we go. Hopefully, you were able to get some clarity on the boundaries that you need. If you still need more minute to keep on writing, please do so. If you want to hit pause on the replay, go for it. This is the one thing that I was thinking about earlier for this live when I was writing it, and it finally came to me. So for me, one of the boundaries that I want to have a better boundary on, one of the things that I want to be better about is focusing my thoughts on what it is that I want and seeing as if it is here and living from a newer identity in a sense, right? Reality creation, as they call it. So it's like allowing myself to really embody that version of myself rather than continually focusing my mind on the things that I currently have and like not allowing myself to see beyond that. You know, we spend so much of our day thinking and in our mind and creating different scenarios. And it's like if you were to take the amount of time that you use doing all of that and refocus it into what you desire and seeing it as if it is real, like focusing on the gratitude, however you want to phrase it, imagine what life would look like. It's going to change much faster because you're thinking about something else. So for me, one of my boundaries is definitely reducing how much I'm limiting myself via my thoughts and work on focusing my thoughts on what I want and like having fun with it, like literally daydreaming more, basically. Um, and I do want to become more disciplined in 2025. I do really want to transform my body, transform my physique in a different way. For those of you who don't know, I did a bodybuilding competition back in 2016, 2017, somewhere around there. Um, and I want to get back into really seeing a transformation again. So discipline is a fun thing. I do like it. And yeah, so sharing those things with you both, with you all. We're going to go into our last question, and then we're going to move into Reiki. So our last question, for those of you who have been here for the past few years that I've been doing this, we are going to write to the full moon, sharing whatever is on your heart. So whatever you want to let the full moon know, this is your time to just spill your guts. Bodybuilding sounds interesting. Yeah, it was a fun challenge. The bodybuilding journey was like one of the most mentally, like where it took me to mentally, it really helped me learn how resilient I could be. And there's no gift like that. Like when you're doing a bodybuilding competition, you get to a point where you are in such fatigue. Like we were forgetting, I would like close the door, unlock it, and literally turn around the next second and be like, did I lock the door? It just brings you to a different place. So, um, yeah, it was definitely a really cool learning experience. Okay, let's share our heart and soul to the moon. If you'd like a few more minutes, please keep on writing. I know that was a little bit quick. If you're watching this on the replay, feel free to hit pause. If you are, keep writing. I'm just going to give my spiel about Reiki, especially if you've heard it before. Ignore me, mute me. But Reiki is an energy healing modality in which energy is sent via the hands. I'm not the one doing the healing. I'm just sending the energy through. And basically, what happens is the Reiki energy is talking to your soul, and the healing is going exactly where it is that you need it. So this might feel for you like tingling in your hands, feet, other places in your body. You might feel warm sensations, cool sensations. You might feel waves of energy come over you. You might gulp hard. Your stomach might gurgle. You might see shapes, you might see colors, you might feel like you're traveling to different places. You might have emotions pop up, you might have thoughts come into your mind. It is different for every single person at every single session. Ultimately, it just should feel like calming, relaxing energy flowing over you. And at the end of the session, you should feel much better, much lighter. Um, the one thing I will say, which I guess I normally don't say this often, sometimes after the session, you might feel a little bit lightheaded. So definitely take your time when you come out of it, and I will slowly walk you out of it too, but don't rush. Don't like sit up too fast. Um, and yeah, you can receive this energy sitting down or laying down. So I invite you now to get comfortable. If you get cold, grab a blanket. And Tom, welcome, welcome. You're here just in time for Reiki. So you made it for in my opinion, one of the most important parts. I like the journal questions too, though. Okay. When we're done, you guys will hear the music come off. I will start talking. For now, just enjoy this music and allow yourself to truly unwind and relax in this moment. You can slowly start to come back to this moment, becoming aware of your body, gently wiggling your fingers and toes, maybe taking a quick stretch, just noticing what it's like to be in your body, noticing how you now feel. And then whenever you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes and slowly sit up if you're laying down. Just keep in mind you might feel a little lightheaded. I do ask that you drink some water after receiving this Reiki healing energy, as it will help with flushing anything that may have been knocked loose during the session and help you just feel better. Hydration always helps, literally. If you're ever looking to take this Reiki session another level, I do offer one-on-one Reiki sessions. I offer a 15-minute session, a 30-minute session, and a 60-minute session. So same types of things, just the length of the session is different. But you will be with me on Zoom for every single one. Doesn't matter what time amount you book. Also, I am so excited, guys, because YouTube now has a way to link in with Wix websites. So I finally have all the products that I sell, all my candles showing here on my YouTube channel under the store tab. When you go to my channel, I'm like so excited and cannot contain my excitement. So every time when I say like, oh, the energy clearing spray that I make, you can find it in the store tab and see what in the world I'm talking about. So it's all there, which is freaking awesome. Um, so all right, Tom, that felt pretty strong. Yay, I'm glad. Definitely glad that it felt strong. Made your throat feel better like last time. Good. Can it make mine? Tom, if you watch this from a replay, you'll hear I've been sick for like literally 2 weeks. And I keep dealing with this very persistent sore throat. I've been sending my Reiki. I like wake up in the middle of the night and start sending myself Reiki um, because of the pain. But anyway, I'm glad it helped make your throat feel better. That always makes me happy. It must be something in the Jersey air. Yeah. Well, I hope you feel better. I'm glad this helped. Drinking water will help. Something's going around 100%. It's like a really weird virus that a lot of people in Jersey have been getting hit with. So sending all the healing vibes out there to everybody. Um, oh, that's good. I got an antibiotic because I tested for a bacteria infection. So I got an antibiotic on Saturday. So I'm like 3 days in. Um, but thank you. If this doesn't help, I will definitely look into that. And I think that's pretty much everything that I have, guys. I do have memberships now available on my page too. So like I have like a membership part of YouTube where I will be hopping on live for members only. And there's two different tiers, but the higher tier is like the members only lives. Um, so if you're interested, definitely check that out. Tom, yes, I will take probiotics. I think I'm just gonna run through the antibiotics and take probiotics later. This antibiotic is like, don't take it with antacids, vitamins, minerals, blah, blah, blah. 2 hour. I'm like, there's so many rules. So I'm just gonna like take it through and then refuel up my system. But that reminds me, I should order the antibiotic I mean, the probiotic that I want. So maybe I'll do that. So thank you for that um, idea. I think that's about everything. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, a couple other Cappies, are sick too. Well, dang. I don't know what's up. Maybe it's something about us Capricorns. We just need to slow down right now. This is not our time. Not our time to go. Um, yeah, prebiotics are good too. I've taken those before too. Thank you both. I appreciate the suggestions and insights. Um, yeah, I think that's pretty much all that I have. My goal is to have videos up for you for everyone Wednesday and Friday, but um ginger and chamomile tea is good too. Yeah, I've been drinking thyme. So like thyme has anti fighting properties. So I've like just been taking fresh thyme and steeping it in water because that's supposed to also help the throat. Um, lemon water, pineapples, salt water, rinse, all the things. Anyway, um, thank you both. I do appreciate it though. I love sharing home remedies and figuring out which ones work and which ones actually they all work. Just which ones do I like the taste of more? I feel like I was gonna say something else and I'm totally forgetting right now. Ginger's a life hack indeed. Um, yeah, that's pretty, I think that's all I have. I hope you guys all have a wonderful Cancer full moon. Just be aware of this Mars retrograde. It is here and it is bringing stuff up, and it's going to be more than just this week. So just be aware of that and cognizant of that. And yeah, have fun. What I'm learning more and like what I want to eventually convey to you guys on social media is like, I like to be sarcastic and fun and like all of this stuff, as much of it as heavy as it might be, like the more fun and lighthearted we make it, the easier it is to just like let it go and release it and move on, and create something different, like allowing that fluidity to be here in life. So, yeah, if you're capable of embodying that, that's the one gift I would love for all of you. Just like enjoy life more. Um, it does feel real heavy. Yeah, it feels heavy for sure. We can always lighten it up. Well, thank you. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you all. And what does that look like now? What do you mean, Amy? Fun isn't what it used to be. Oh, I see what you're saying. Um, our life depends on the quality of our thoughts. Yeah, I think we might have to find new ways of it being fun. I think fun is just relative to each person. Um, so I think it's just, I don't know. I think it's like fun as in big stuff, but I also like fun as in like being goofy when you're in the kitchen or just like making yourself laugh. Um, just being lighthearted. So hopefully, I don't know if that gives you any ideas, but whatever the things are that make you crack up laughing, I'd say that's what fun is. Okay. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you being here. I will see you on the next one. Happy Cancer full moon.